Good morning, Dwayne, and good morning, everyone, and welcome to the January edition of the Chamber
Happy
Chat.
New Year!
Hello. Did you have a wonderful Christmas and New Year?
Fantastic holidays.
Oh my goodness, I love it. Anytime I get an excuse to hang out with the kids and grandkids, you know I'm happy.
And we hope we're not messing people up by coming not the first Wednesday.
Yeah, we decided January 2nd was not going to work for our schedule.
It's just too early in the new year.
So anyway, here we changed it up.
Here we are.
Yeah, but that's okay, right?
I hope so.
Yeah. Well, I'm so excited. Look at this room full of guests. You'd think in January there's not that much to do.
Humdrum,
Look at
gray, rainy day.
I got pages of stuff we got going on.
No, it's so exciting.
I know. But January's a little bittersweet for me because this is when our last directors, our 5 directors, are retiring.
Mm-hmm.
And after serving for 3 years,
they
become big buddies with me.
I know.
So anyway, but I'm so appreciative to them. I'm going to announce their names now.
Yep.
Attorney Keith Blair. Of course, he's just right across the street from the chamber office.
I know. He won't get rid of us so soon.
Mm-hmm. And then Liberty State Bank's Rhonda Kaplinger. Of course, I'll see her a lot. George Oliver, Smithville Rotary Club. George and I are buds. So see, it's not going to be too sad. I'm still going to see these people. Jason Ray, he was in your class of 2009.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. And he's from Liberty.
Yep.
Like that. And his house is beautiful in Liberty. And then Mike Williams on the DeKalb Fair Board. Love that Mike Williams. And of course I'll be working with him at the fair this year. So it's not gonna be too sad.
It's not really goodbye. It's just thank you very much.
We'll see you every month and eat dinner with you.
Yeah, that's right.
They might come anyway. Who knows? But anyway, and our 2012 executive officers. I am so fortunate on the chamber board. I talked to all these people across the region, and they tell me these nightmare stories. I got no nightmare stories. These people are great.
We could make some up, though.
We could, I guess, but it'd be hard. Really? Kathy McGlamory as president?
For 2 years.
For 2 years.
She served her time.
But I don't know if she knows this, but the president serves then as past president.
Oh, yeah.
So they get another year.
On top of the fact that she's recently retired, so she has more time.
Oh, my goodness. That was bad for her to tell me that.
I think we'll continue to see Kathy.
Yeah, I think so. And then Janet Gillard, who's here this morning, she's our vice president, sir. And then Valerie LaPrade House, chamber board secretary. Mm-hmm. She's done such a great job. She just keeps getting reelected year after year.
I know.
That's what you get when you do really good.
Really good?
Yeah.
People say, oh no, can you do it some more?
Yeah.
It's for life.
It's for life.
My husband always says, if you don't want to do it again, do it poorly so that you don't get asked.
Yes.
Yeah,
well, Valerie, I'm glad I didn't hear that.
Valerie is the opposite of that.
And then Julia Cantrell, she's our treasurer. Julia's the sweetest person.
Yep.
And then Tim Hintz, because Kathy served 2 years, just got to be past president 2 years.
Yep.
So, and we love that Tim Hintz. And then, so I'm so grateful to all of them. They're not only, and Jen can vouch for this because she's at every meeting, they're supportive and they're enjoyable to work with.
Right.
Yeah, they're great. So anyway, thank you. But I'm excited about our new board.
That's the wonderful thing about change, is that sometimes the door closes, sometimes it opens, and this is a fabulous group.
Well, and I've already got to meet all these people. Rachel Gregory, she's the new HR at Federal Mogul.
Yep.
And at the Industry Appreciation Luncheon, she sat at our table.
She just happened to sit at our table.
I didn't even know who it was.
And I'm like, Suzanne, this is Rachel. And then the light bulb went off, and they're like, oh.
So it was so nice. I liked her.
Yeah, she's a great gal.
Very comfortable to talk to. And then Jeff Cripps of Regions Bank. I have known him like forever, since he was like, yay tall. And just, so that's going to be great.
And it is great to see our own grow into jobs and then be willing to serve in the community again.
Exactly.
So that's great.
And then Sue Conley, she's the CEO at DeKalb Community Hospital, and I feel like I've known her forever. First time I met her, I'm like, wow, this was great.
Yeah,
Don't you like her?
She's doing great, yep.
And then Sherry Harris, DNS Specialties. Now, she's located on, that's Market Street, downtown Smithville. And Sherry, let me tell you about Sherry. She comes by the chamber like every week or two, without fail, just to encourage me. Just to make sure everything's on track, just to say, hey, I just wanted to say something positive to you. She's just great. I love that. So anybody that wants to do that, I like that.
Yeah.
And then Steen Pritchard of Pritchard Foods in Alexandria. Number one, if you've not been to that grocery store, I love that grocery store.
Fantastic.
And Steen, I got to know him on the Alexandria Senior Center board. We've been serving on that board for years. And he doesn't say a lot, so it takes a while to get to know him, but I'm not kidding. This guy is nice. He is on the ball. I just love this person.
Well, and the group as a whole, all 5 of them together, are so representative of our business community. You know, major employers in Federal Mogul Manufacturing and DeKalb Community Hospital, and the small business owner as well between D&S Specialties and Pritchard Food. It's a great combination. It'll really strengthen the board.
And I appreciate my chamber nominating committee who got that group together. We wanted a good, diverse group that would, you know, bring a lot to the table. So we're excited, right?
There you go. You're getting started.
And talk about, and quickly I want to say something. We had our industry appreciation, about a month ago? And Goggin Warehousing, now they're the one who got this together. I think I ended up getting way too much credit for that. Goggin Warehousing is the one who, they sponsored it, and then the DeKalb government came in and said, well, we want to help sponsor it too. But Keith Belafonte, I hope I said his name right, and Clyde Miracle, that's the bunch who, they did all that work, and I did, you know, some of the organizing and things like that. But oh my goodness, we so appreciate them. I can't say enough of a thank you.
Washing the tablecloths. That's what Suzanne's master at washing the tablecloths.
Oh yeah, I get to hang out at the laundromat, but they do have free Wi-Fi, so that's the good thing. And but anyway, I wanted to say thank you to Kingsley Brock. Don't you love that name, Kingsley Brock? Oh my goodness. But he's the Assistant Commissioner for Business Development for the Tennessee Department of Economic and Community Development, and he was our guest speaker, and he was really informative.
Yeah, he shared a lot of really valuable information. I was so glad that so many of our businesses were there. Our employers and business leaders, several folks that came up to us afterward and said, this really applied to me, and so that's a great thing.
Yes, well, we especially appreciate everybody who attended. So.
And Peggy Mahoney for her great work.
Peggy from, she's the WEOC, and we just so appreciate, you know, all these acronyms. Everybody's like, what in the world is WEOC?
Someone asked me one time, what is WEOC? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm so sorry. I can't tell you.
We don't ever remember. That's the reason we use acronyms.
Workforce something from the state.
Something labor and workforce development.
Yeah, but anyway, keep saying WEOC and you'll be on the in crowd.
Yeah, just act like you know what you're talking about, like me. I'm a master of that.
But Peggy does a great job.
She does. But you know, talk about somebody who does a great job. Carl Halfacre's here this morning, and we've got a new ranger. Carl, introduce our new ranger.
Yay!
Yes, it's my new ranger, Justin Vaughn. Justin's been with us since sometime in May. And if it's okay with you, I'm going to let him talk about a few of the events that we got going on at the park, and then I'm going to talk about the Friends of Edgar Evans.
Yes, and Carl, we're so glad that Edgar Evans State Park has events and activities all through the year, even January.
So if you're on Facebook, you need to friend both Edgar Evans and the Friends of Edgar Evans so you can stay posted on all of those fabulous activities that are going on. And sometimes they even post really cool things like visiting Golden Eagle, or you know, there's all sorts of really great information that comes through.
All right, well, get us updated here.
All right, well, thank y'all for having me today. Let's see, Saturday, January 12th, we're going to have a nature winter hike. Be a medium, moderate trail, not too hard. You know, a lot of times...
But it's January, so yeah.
You think of...
Dress accordingly.
Yes, exactly. You think of, you know, hiking at a park, you think it's just a summertime activity, and it's not. It's something, you know, you see something totally different during the winter time. Plus the leaves are down, you can see farther into the woods, you can see a lot more different things. But what we have for January is the 12th, we're going to have the nature winter hike. The 26th, that Saturday, we're going to be having 2 hikes. We'll have a winter morning hike, so it'll be a little colder that morning, so you'll definitely need to dress accordingly for that. Then we're going to do what we call a wolf moon hike. That'll be about 7 p.m. that night.
I love a night hike. Oh, that's a great thing.
Yeah, you'll need to dress accordingly for that too. Also, it wouldn't hurt to probably bring a flashlight. You know, the same things, you know, that you're going to use anytime hiking. You know, sturdy shoes, appropriate.
Some water.
And some water.
Yeah. Great.
All right, and then what else is going on now, Carl?
Well, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about some of the events that the Friends of Edgar Evans have going on. March 16th will be our waterfall tour, and we haven't settled yet on what falls we're going to visit, but we've decided and we've learned over the years that we're going to have to kind of keep the the falls within like a 45-minute drive, because people get antsy riding in those vans for much more than 45 minutes. So we are going to have
Wait,
to.
you don't lead them in song and, you know,
Well,
like
I
over
try.
the river.
I try.
Yeah. But still, 45 minutes is
If
still
he would
long.
bring his banjo or, and all that, the guitar, all that
Well,
stuff.
we play slug bug sometimes. If you don't know what that is, give me a call at the park.
Yeah,
and
we'll let you
I'll
show
tell
you firsthand, right?
Yeah. We will start taking reservations for that on February 1st. Not sure exactly how many seats we're going to have, because there was a little problem last year with getting vans, and it's about the same situation this year. So I should be knowing more about that in a few days there. That is a major fundraiser for the Friends of Edgar Evans. It'll be $10 a seat. Advance reservations are required, and they can call the office at 931-858-2114, or they can call us on the toll-free number 800-250-8619.
And those fill up pretty quick, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They're popular
And that's the same
events.
number if someone was trying to get more information about the hikes or other activities that are
Yes.
going on too,
The
right?
cabins, campground, whatever. And on April 13th, they'll be having a free event, an all-day event, the Celebration of Spring. We have face painting. We'll have boat rides if it's not too cold. We'll have hikes. We'll have potato sack races. We'll have some music there. We'll have some old-timey toys. We'll have some kite flying event for the children and those that are young at heart. And they'll be presented a kite, and they'll try to fly it, and then they're welcome to take that home with them
Oh,
and
that's
continue that
great.
event at home. And then, of course, our History Hayride is in October 13th. That's a while down the road, but it'll roll around quicker than you think. And once again, that is by reservation only. We'll start taking reservations for the History Hayride October 1st, and we usually have about, I want to say around 150 seats available for that. And those of you that don't know, we schedule, we've got 5 trailers, and we schedule those about every 30 minutes apart, and people call and reserve a seat on the trailer, drive through the park, and there's about 12, anywhere from 10 to 12 stops along the way. And we have characters dealing with the famous and infamous history of the Caney Fork, Wolf Creek, and that little section of DeKalb County.
Yep.
But if you got questions on any of this, once again, give us a call at the park office, 931-858-2114 or 800-250-8619.
And you know, Edgar Evans State Park's so beautiful. You don't even have to have an event going over there. You can drive
Yeah.
over there anytime. It's so relaxing.
Yeah.
I love going over there. And then there's a great place to have lunch over there with Miss Kay at the marina.
At
So,
the marina, right?
yeah.
And for folks who have a sense of cabin fever and they're looking for something to do with their kids on the Saturdays or days off from school, it's a great place to stretch your legs. The Welcome Center is interesting, and they can hike up the tower and enjoy all of these different events.
Well, the view from that tower, I've never had such beautiful pictures as the ones I've taken from that tower.
And it really is great when the leaves are off because you can see more of the lake. It's absolutely beautiful.
You know, another thing I wanted to mention, Carl was talking about calling us. If for some reason you don't want to call and see, talk to us and see what we do have going on, you can also go, nowadays a lot of people have Facebook. We do have a Facebook page that our weekly, monthly, and sometime our yearly programs will be posted on there. All you got to do is go on Facebook, Edgar Evans State Park, and you can find usually what we're doing.
So make sure to get on there and like them.
Like them.
Yeah.
Well, I liked them already.
I do too. I love them. You need a love button.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, we loved it. We were just there last Saturday.
Oh, good
And
for the yep.
Our pictures turned out great too from the tower, and
Great.
we took a hike and got some great pictures showing more of the lake than usual. We were happy.
Hey, and let me tell you, one of my favorite pictures is when you've got a group and they're lined on the steps in the tower, and then you get up the top and shoot downward.
And their faces are spiral. It's very
so
fun.
cute. So anyway, it's not just scenic; it's fun
That's
too.
right. So next time you have family in, that's one of the places you need to go to.
Take the picture.
Yeah.
Take a picture.
And to further investigate what the Friends are doing, they have a website, and I'm not going to give the web address because I have problems with it. Just go to your search engine, type in Friends of Edgar Evans State Park,
Right.
and it'll come up. And
That's
they've
an
got
easy
the
thing to
events.
do.
Yeah.
They've got membership information. We've got some history, the Friends group, and some pictures and stories about past events. So we urge you to check that out.
Thanks so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
We look forward to it. Now, you know, Jen, I love to have these positive advocates in DeKalb County,
Yes.
always promoting good things to do and
Doing good things.
doing good things
Yep.
and caring about it. And Tom Whirling's here, and you know what his cause is?
The master of disguise.
No. He's a GED class. He wants to make sure everybody gets their diploma if they want it.
That's right.
And
Tom,
so-
we know this has been a labor of love for you for several years, and we're so glad that you're here on the program to tell us a little bit more about what's going on new and different with the GED class.
Well, thank you. This is actually my 11th year as a GD volunteer, and I appreciate you inviting me here to the Suzanne and Jen show, the DeKalb County version of the photocopy Kathy Lee show without wine.
No, we whine.
People
We
listen.
whine all the time.
That's
Pe-
my husband.
People listen to this program probably say, these girls are drinking wine. No, they're just happy. Let me tell you, they're just happy people.
This is without coffee even.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Coffee
Yeah.
later.
So,
That's what's wrong. We need cups of coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, Dwayne, did you hear that? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Tom. Back to you. Back to
Back to
your
the GED
positive
classes.
advocate.
so we've had some big changes this year. One, we used to be like nomads. When I first started, we were at North Side, and then we moved to Smith Elementary, and then the basement of the courthouse. And thanks to Mike, that we finally got a permanent home at the new building.
Yay!
So we're
That's
right.
incredible.
We're right dead in the middle, and on that eve it'll say UT Extension and
Motlow.
Motlow.
Yeah.
So you come in the front door, just come to the back on the left. Another thing that's happened is our good friend, my good friend, Betty Hickey retired, which I miss her dearly. But Marianne Carpenter, who is the biology teacher at the high school in the freshman academy, I guess that's what you call it, is our new real teacher. And she's a great lady too, very organized and a lot of fun to be around. So those are some changes we've had there. The state, well, we actually are come under the Department of Labor. A lot of people think GED is under the Department of Education, but we are in the Department of Labor, and the mission of the GED program is to get adults workforce ready. In other words, be able to do basic math, speak a sentence. You know what I mean?
Speaking of which, I know, yeah.
You know what?
Refresher
A
courses
basic sentence
available.
without saying, you know what I mean.
Or like.
Or like. So that is our mission, and we have certainly a lot of work to do in DeKalb County, primarily because 35% of people 25 and over in DeKalb County don't have a high school diploma, which means it's very difficult for them to get a job. You have to have at least a GED, even to get a job at probably one of the fast food places now, you have to have a GED. And like I said, in 11 years I've been in the program, we've probably seen over 600 people, and actually have graduated 300
Wow.
with GED.
Yeah.
So
That's amazing.
it's
You're
it
working
is.
those numbers down, aren't you? Used to be
Yeah.
higher, and
Yeah.
now it's
Yeah.
great.
You're going to have to change your
successes.
percentages.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the other changes we've had is we used to be able to take people in whenever, any time of the year. Well, this year the new standards by the state is that we have to have a 10-week program. So if you don't register, and the reason I want to be here today is that we're basically one day late already, is that this week we're registering for the 10-week period. And if you don't get in this week, we can't take you in the program until our next 10-week program, which will be in April. So tonight, from 4 to 7, we're having registration, which is basically filling out some paperwork and we're taking a little 30-minute test. We also did that Monday night, but we had to put that announcement in the newspaper. So if you didn't see the newspaper, tonight is really your last night to register for this 10-week period. And what we do, like tonight, besides the 30-minute test will tell us what test we want to give you next week. So next week we give what we call the TABE test, and this is a test that will tell us at what grade level you're at. And we see them anywhere from like 2nd grade to 12th grade. So there's a great variance in there. So once we do that, then we'll have a session within each individual person. And if that person is like at the 9th and 10th, 11th, 12th grade on that particular TABE test, we can give them what we call our official practice test, which is basically half of the real test, which, for instance, like math on the half the test is 25 and the real test is 50.
You keep using the word test, though.
Right.
And so, but folks who have anxiety about tests need to know that this is not in the context of you standing up in front of the rest of the group and
browbeating.
Yeah.
Nobody will be embarrassed or put under
This
pressure.
is really
or
a
anything
better
like that.
word might be assessment.
Exactly.
That folks, you just need to know
Where they're at.
what their
level is.
Yeah, where they were when they dropped out of school,
Right.
or what they've learned since then. You know, all of that is taken into consideration.
In the same vein, one of the reasons, probably the major reasons a lot of people don't come back to get their GED, seeing when they've been out of school for several years, is that there's fear. Well, I want to erase fear from your mind, because that fear usually spins around the fact that, oh, I hope they don't make me get up there and read something, or I hope they don't make me get up there to the board and do some math problems. We do not do that. We work with everybody individually. We don't have any whiteboards, so we don't have to worry about that. So what we do is we have some workbooks, and we ask them to do some work at home, and on the math portion, which I do, I don't want them to go any further if they get stuck, because math is a stair step. You can't go from adding and subtracting to algebra. You just can't do it. You have to take those stair steps. So I ask them to do that, and then the next time they come in and say, "Hey, Mr. Tom, I need some help here," and so we can get you unstuck and get going again. But so the time tonight again is 4 o'clock and 4 to 7 at the new building. And then, like next week, once we get you registered, next week we'll be doing the TABE test, and then the evaluation, or the TABE assessment, I'm sorry, and then the OPT. So a lot of people say, well, how fast can I get this done? Of course, that's going to be up to the individual.
Mm-hmm. If you're motivated, it can go by pretty quick.
Well, the ones that we get scoring in the 9th and 10th grade, 11th and 12th grade, normally they'll do very good on the OPT, the practice test. And if they score in that area, we'll give them that test. And if they can average 450 in each of the 5 categories, we can send them on to McMinnville to take the real test. So you basically can get out of here in about 5 weeks.
Wow.
But then again, there's the other end of it, that it may take. We've had people 3 years sometimes. But you know, God bless them.
You take them where they are. Right.
So again, the difference in the program now is you just can't show up
Anytime
now. You got to be there tonight.
You got to fulfill that New Year's resolution tonight.
Is there a number they can call, or in case they have any questions, or you just have to show up?
Just show up.
Just show up. Okay.
Just show up.
Okay.
And is it the total time they have to be there at 4 o'clock, or is it kind of rolling?
No, because people have jobs and stuff like that. So we're very flexible on that.
Starts at 4 o'clock, but they could come anytime between 4 and 6. Okay.
So and here's another couple things that you need to know is that this is the year to get your GED, because 2014, the test right now is $55. 2014 is going to be $120.
Wow.
And it's going to be computer
Has to
based.
be computerized.
Yeah, computer based. So
this is the year to get your diploma.
Yeah, really.
That's right.
Yeah.
Get in there. Squeak in there now.
So they need to have their funds tonight. Their money tonight.
No. Everything's free until you have to go take your test, and that's when you have the 55.
Okay.
And don't let that hold you back,
Yeah,
because
there are resources.
we have resources for that. We've had the DeKalb Community Bank has helped us. The Rotary Club's helped us. Putnam County Literacy Fund has helped us with people who don't have the money. So please don't let that hold you back.
So get out there tonight. Don't let anything be an issue. You're not going to be embarrassed.
No.
If you know somebody and asked to drive them there, I mean, we really want our folks to have access to this program and service here in DeKalb County.
Well, Tom, we appreciate all you do and all the years you put into this, and that's got to make you feel proud. Like 300 that's graduated and 600 going through. So anyway, it's great.
Good job.
Hey, and talk about people who care about the education system. Jana Gillard's here, and I think this is going to be her second time that she's done this, but it's a Building Character School Assembly program.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, Suzanne.
Good morning, Jana.
Good morning.
This is the first time I've been on the radio that it's not about the DeKalb County Guide.
Ah,
But
good.
I do plan on hopefully doing another issue. We got a call yesterday from someone wondering, when am I going to get a new publication? And
Yeah.
last year, the Guide sponsored an assembly program. And the history behind it is that my husband and I worked for this company about 20 years ago. And I just got to mull
When
it
you were
over.
newlyweds.
Exactly.
Oh, so sweet.
We traveled 36,000 miles in 9 months. And we did these shows in schools all over America.
Well, tell us a little bit about the show.
Well, the company has been around for 40 years, and they do shows based on values and just building character through various topics.
And reducing bullying and those kind of things, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
yes. And this show has a lot of good popular music, popular Hollywood film clips, and then the narrator explains, how that translates to real life, and a lot of student testimonials with their parents. Sometimes it could be an eating disorder or...
I'll tell you, last year when I went, I was just wowed by hundreds of kids being stopped in their tracks and actually grabbing their attention and sharing the message with them. It was just spot on for what will grab teenagers' attention, and it was such a great message.
Thank you. Well, the reason I'm here today is to ask for donations from individuals or companies. And so far we have $20 to $100 range is what I'm asking for. If everyone just gave about 20 or 30, I only need 12 to 15 more sponsors. And so far we have Julia Cantrell, Walmart, the Smithville Review, and El Rancho. So
Yeah, good.
thank you for them. If we get more, we can maybe bring it to the community center and have parents see it there on a different time. Churches also can request the gospel version, and it's a Christian company, and they make one that's geared more for the church environment. Everyone faces difficulties in life. We all experience loneliness, frustration, and the pressures to do negative things like drugs, alcohol, smoking, or bullying others. So this presentation, which is on a 45-foot long screen, it will challenge students to make a commitment to building others up rather than tearing them down. So
when will this be showing, Jana?
Okay, it will be Thursday, January 17th, in the morning at 8 o'clock and at 9:35. So we're planning to have all the middle school over and high school from 6th grade up to 12th grade during those two showings.
And it'll be at the
At the
DeKalb
gym.
County High School gymnasium.
Jim.
Exactly. And anyone who would like to leave a donation of $20 or up at the chamber office would be appreciated, or you can call me and I'll come and pick it up from your place. And my number is 548-4848.
Yeah, or drop it at the chamber, or we're in room 201 at the courthouse, and we'll make sure we get it to Jana. Yeah.
And the teachers should be provided with a guide and the worksheet for the students to discuss it afterwards, a small curriculum, and they have a follow-up DVD that will be available in the library. So we look forward to the students.
Well, anything that's a positive message for kids is so valuable to not only our school system but to our community. So thank you for bringing that to us.
Well, I tell you, you really segued us in, didn't you, Jana, for a positive message here.
That's right.
Jessica Atnip's coming up to talk about the Art Revolution winners sign-ups, and I think that's starting now, right?
Yeah, going on already.
I cannot believe I've got like pages here of what you've got going on now.
Kind of embarrassed.
I mean, are you sleeping at all?
I was actually telling somebody yesterday, I have to go on the radio and I'm supposed to talk about what our sign-ups are available. And I don't know how to condense it.
That's right.
Really? I mean, this is amazing. I'm so excited.
Well, and to think that it has started just in the last year.
Yeah, we're on our second year.
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you, the first meeting I had with this woman, and then she had her 501c3 in 6 months, I was thinking, I don't know what she's going to be doing, but it's going to be good.
Right.
I'm
Right.
not done yet either.
Yeah. Not done yet.
We may have to have her on 2 shows or something. Well, go ahead and tell us about some of the
Oh,
things.
I don't know. Okay,
Yeah.
so we have youth classes, 7th
Yeah.
through 12th grade, and to read through them kind of quickly.
Okay.
So guitar 2, poetry, guitar 1, knitting fibers, culinary 2, which you have to have completed, culinary 1 for that one, clay, watercolor, and landscape photography.
Wow.
We have a lot of new teachers this year. Bill Luton has joined us, Helen Sessick, who is an amazing.
Oh, she
She
does
has all kinds of
beautiful work.
stuff
She is
at the
crafty.
Crafts
Yeah.
Institute. Yes. And then Adele Seisinger, she's out of Cookville, and she's doing the knitting fibers. And then Helga Thompson, who works at the library down in
Liberty, yeah.
Yeah, and she's doing the poetry, and she's really excited. They're all really excited. We're glad to have them. And all of those are $70. You can sign up to the community center for any of them. You can follow Art Revolution on Facebook. You can get on our email list. There's all kinds of ways. There's no
And the
reason we
classes
can't
start
do it.
next week, so this
Start
is it.
next week. This
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
We also offer assistance to any family who needs it. We don't turn anybody away. And if you get the assistance, all you're responsible for is $25. We provide all the materials that you would need, even in guitar.
Wow.
So,
That's
and
so
that's just 7th through 12th grade.
Yeah. Okay.
So
But
then
that's
we
not
have-
it, though.
No.
No, that's just
One of our
the
newer
beginning.
Keep going,
programs,
girl.
yeah, one of our newer programs that we rolled out this past summer is our Revolution School of Music, and that we
Oh, okay. It was an acronym. I was like,
Oh, you said you liked acronyms, so-
Yeah, we
I
love
do.
acronyms.
yeah, it's just kind of hard.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
ARSM.
RSM.
So, but our director that we got for that is Callie Herman, and she is fabulous. And they do 18 weeks, where the classes that I just spoke about are 9 weeks long. School of Music is 18 weeks. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's one-on-one 30-minute lesson, music lesson, and it can be violin, cello, piano, guitar, voice, any kind of instrument you want to play.
Wow.
Our last recital we had, it was pretty amazing to be sitting in the audience and watching this first School of Music stand up there, and these kids were playing violin, and I think they saved the best for last. The girl got up and sang, and people were like trying
Cry?
to cry.
Oh,
It was
wow.
amazing. It was really amazing, and those are really they're really becoming popular. The lessons seem to be doing really well. They're all held at the community center. Typically held on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
Maybe the School of Music could be our entertainment at the annual banquet.
Yeah.
Talk to her about that. Couldn't we do that?
Yeah, I'd
That would
love
be
that.
awesome.
Callie has lots of really great ideas and working with.
Tell
how to
her,
make
let's
more.
talk. Yeah.
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 And these classes are for anyone from the age of 4 up to, if you're still kicking and walking and coming to class, we'll take you. So anybody. So that's that. And they can sign up at the community center with that too. The next thing is adult classes. We have 2 that we're offering right now. One is painting with Jack Lieb, and one is clay with the Columbarinis. The painting with Jack Lieb starts next week, and it's a weekly class for 9 weeks. It's $125, and all the materials are provided. The clay with Columbarinis includes both Louie and Christine, and it's 2 days, 11 hours. And so one day is Saturday, February 23rd from 9 to 4 p.m., and the next one is March 23rd from 10 to 2 p.m. That one's $150. It's important to note that these 2 adult classes, because the price is so much more, they also serve as a fundraiser for us. So the money that we make, a lot of times the teachers will donate a lot of their time to teach those classes, and then the extra money that we get, which is usually a good amount, we put it back into the youth class program so that we can offer tuition assistance.
But
so
you
it just
love
kind of all
good-hearted
rolls around
people.
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
I have to take notes here. The next one is the Little Beatles, and it is for toddlers to 2nd grade and their entire family. We tried to make it to where, if me and my toddler want to sign up, and we want to bring grandma and grandpa, and we also have another older brother, we can all come. And it's the same price as if it were just you and your one child, so that family can come and go, depending on who's the caretaker and who's involved and whatnot. So $70, you pick either Wednesday morning or Saturday morning. 9 o'clock on Wednesday, 10 o'clock on Saturday. And that's taught by Barbara Bartholomew, who was the wife of Donnie. Donnie is our guitar instructor. They actually did the New Year's Eve
Celebration. Yeah.
down at the community center this year. Barbara's fantastic, and so sign up for that or this week too, and it starts next week. Everything starts next week. School of Music is starting this week, but don't let that stop you. Go ahead and call, and we can get you signed up.
Wow.
I think that's it.
Are you kidding
I'm
me?
tired just listening to you.
That place is hopping.
It is. It is.
Well, I can
It
tell you
is.
that.
The community center.
That
It's got all kinds of stuff going on down
Yeah.
there. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's really becoming quite the community center.
Yeah, I was
really
there
proud of
last
it.
night, and I mean, it's just activity everywhere. You got people in the gymnasium and the fitness center, and just people all over the place.
Go to
Yeah.
and find
Yeah,
something.
Yeah.
4-H is, has their activities. Montlow has their activities where the GED classes are. I mean, you can just go all the way up and down, and it's just a fantastic place.
We're going to have an open mic night in there January 17th. It's free at the community center. And that's just Tony putting it all together, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Everybody should come out to that too.
Ah, like
I heard somebody might
So
bring
like
their
karaoke
harmonica.
kind of open?
No,
Like a
no,
karaoke?
Well, you can sing, but don't think karaoke. You think more talent.
Yeah.
More talent
Oh,
than
yeah.
that
karaoke.
means I can't get up there and do my.
But like poetry or anything?
That means you want like Tom Duggan there.
Monologues?
Sure.
Real talent. I got you. Yeah.
What time?
We need clarification on this.
I'm not sure. I think it starts at 7.
guess I
We'll
can't
be
go.
we'll be
I don't think
posting.
she said real talent.
She said she doesn't want.
Real talent. Real talent.
Oh,
Yeah, she said that.
talent is in the
And-
eye of the beholder.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Does the new county building have an official name yet?
It's the
With the
DeKalb County
community-
complex.
County
isn't it?
complex.
But
County complex.
Then, yeah, but
I
you're
call it
in.
the DeKalb County Community Center, but that's,
Yeah,
that's
well,
the
you're in
community
it more
center is that.
it is.
Yeah,
You're right.
but the whole complex.
It's a complex,
yeah.
right?
No, it doesn't have a
And
name
then
yet.
the
The
community
community
center
center
has-
has.
But we don't have a sign yet. We're working on
Yeah,
it.
right.
No.
Yeah.
And the community center has a Facebook page. Should go on and follow it. We
Uh-huh,
announce all the things that are going on community center wise.
That's right.
Facebook's just gonna go crazy
I
now.
know.
We got the Edgar and State
s-
Part and the Friends and the Art Revolution and all
I know
that.
I'm skipping one, but
Yeah,
this
go
seems
ahead.
like the perfect segue that we keep talking about Facebook. But if you don't have computer skills, no.
Oh, yeah, let's go to that.
Actually, is that right?
Yeah.
You know, Kathy is here every month now, so we now call her our Coco
Our
host.
Coco. Our
So,
Coco.
so we now call her just Coco. So Coco.
Oh, yeah,
it's
you
your
even wore
turn,
a
Kathy
shirt that could
Hendrickson.
be doubled for hot cocoa. Looks very lovely to me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You
Well,
good?
I want to
Now that
appreciate
we've
y'all being
embarrassed you.
here, and I want to say Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy
And-
New Year.
And I guess everyone's made their New Year's resolutions, right? We're gonna
Ah.
exercise more at the county complex.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
eat better. We're gonna eat more fried chicken and that sort of thing. Right? Okay. Well,
That would be on the list.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
chicken.
Hey, and then drink that. But I hope everyone's made a New Year's resolution that if they haven't been to the library, that they'll make a resolution this year to come to the library and get a library card and start reading. You know, that's one of the most relaxing things you can do. Take time for yourself this year. You know, we're going so in such a hectic time. We're moving here. We're doing that. We need to take time for ourselves. Maybe take some art classes, music classes, and read a good book. Come
Hey,
to the
Kathy,
library.
is it hard to get a library card?
It is not hard to get a library card. If you've never had a library card, you need 2 forms of ID. You need a driver's license or a picture ID. And then you just need something with your name and current address on it. It could be a bill. It could be a hunting and fishing license if it's current. Something on that order, something official. And you get a card. We do have a website, so we have our little keychain cards. We used to have the big clunky cards. Now we have the little keychain cards. And we do have a website where you can get on and you can check anything that's going on at the library. And it's DeKalbLibraries.net. And I'm sure everyone this year probably got the e-readers, the Nooks and the Kindles and that. Well, we do have a program at the library. If you don't want to read a book and say you travel a lot, or you're going from place to place and you want to carry a book, you can also carry your Kindle and your Nook. And there is a free program through the state, and it's called the Reads program. And you can download free books.
Just
can't
like
beat
you,
that.
just
Yes.
like you were checking them out at the library, but
Yes.
you're bringing them onto
And
your e-reader.
And you can put thousands on that. And there's a website for that. And if you need any information on that, we do have that at the library. And we do help when we have time to do that. Susan's really good at that, and she's been helping people bringing their Kindles in, trying to download some books, and they've changed their site just a little bit. So we're kind of having to learn what they're doing.
I may
with
have
the
to
site
go to
now,
that
too.
class. I'm terrible at that.
And maybe someday we will have a class on this when everybody kind of settles down a little bit after the holidays. But we have had some people bring those in, and it's a wonderful source for people to use. People that, like I say, that travel a lot, or people that don't have access to come into the library, they can download books for free. It does count toward our library circulation, all 3 libraries, so you can do that. So
That's a good thing.
it is a wonderful
Yeah.
thing. So we would encourage people to do that. We are having our semi-annual book sale this month, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
starts. Yes, it starts, and we've already got loads and loads of books. My back room is full of books right now. But everywhere we look, there's piles of books, which is great. And we want to thank all the people that have been donating the books. They've been bringing them in truckloads, I think, almost. So we've been going through those, sorting through those, and anything that we can use in our libraries. We do have 3 libraries. We do put in our collection. And then the others we do sell and buy new books. So it's kind of recycled. People are cleaning out their closets this time of year, making resolutions to clean out. I need to do that.
I know, but I will warn you. Some of us bring a box in and take a box out. So it really, I mean,
That is okay too. That is
One box in, three boxes out.
oh man, I have found some good books there over
So we
time.
do have a lot of good books this time. We do have some VHS tapes and some different things like that too, magazines. So come in and check us out. The book sale will be going on, and it's also Alexandria Library is having a book sale at the same time.
Oh, good.
So it starts January the 19th. That's on Saturday, and it goes through February the 9th, and it's at both libraries. We are accepting donations still, and as I say, please do not send magazines, encyclopedias, or textbooks.
Textbooks, yeah.
And we want to thank everyone for their donations because we do appreciate it. The FCCLA Club is having their story time this month.
Oh, good.
And that's Saturday, January 26th at 10 a.m. And it's for children 3 to 10. And they do a wonderful job. They do stories, they do a craft, and they give them a goodie bag. And so we really, really do appreciate they've been doing this for like maybe 4 years or something like that. And Linda Paris is their teacher. And it's just great to see the young people come out and give back to the community. And the children love it.
I know little ones are so receptive to that
they
age.
They do enjoy, the teens doing the programs, and they're so energetic. They got so much energy. They can, and patience. They are really good with the kids, so we do appreciate them. Our computer classes have ended with our grant. Our free computer classes have ended. But we may do some classes later on. Right now we're trying to reassess and do some different things right now in the new year. But we do want to thank all the people that did participate in the class. It was really a success just to hear people talk about the things they learned. We had GED classes. We teamed with them, with the Career Center. We did some classes for our local artists. And we did Microsoft Word and Excel, and we just did a lot of different things. And I hope the basic computers is what everyone needed. So we've had some really wonderful feedback from the community, and we're just glad that we were able to do this for the community. And we'll be doing some other classes too. And we do want to thank, it did come from, the grant was through the Secretary of State's office, the USDA, and the Department of Economic and Community Development. So we do want to thank them for this grant. And so, anyway, that's kind of what's going on at the library.
Well, Kathy, I love that every time I'm over there, it's just full of activity. You've got people on the computers, you've got the children over there in your children's section reading, and
Such a cozy children's section.
Yes, we love our children's section. It's kind of sometimes we're not really a quiet library anymore. We used to be.
I know, they don't yell at me,
And we do try to keep it as quiet as possible because people do come in, and they want a little quiet time. But with computers and with the kids, they come in and they want to read books and they want to do this. And so we try to keep it as kind of low-key as we can, but, that's a little hard sometimes.
If you really wanted peace and quiet, you could just go into the genealogy room, and that tends to be a little bit less chaotic.
It does sometimes, but Mr. Webb is in there, and he is busy most of the time. I have gone in there, and he's had maybe, it's like the bus unloaded, and he's sitting in there, and there's people all around him, and he's answering questions. Or he does get, he does get mail. We got some mail yesterday. Somebody was asking about some obituaries, and they were from California. They were wanting, an obituary from some family members that, that died and passed away here. So we're getting things like that. We get phone calls all the time from people wanting to trace their family history, and so I just generally hand the phone to Mr. Webb.
He is the man.
And
he knows his stuff.
And a lot of times he doesn't have to look it up. He knows it in his head. I can't remember my name half the time, and he's spouting off everybody's name and where they're from and where they're buried and where they live. So he is a wonderful source for us, and we do appreciate him being there at the library. And like I say, we do stay busy most of the time, and the computers stay busy. We have lines for them sometimes. But the having Wi-Fi in the libraries has helped us a lot because people can bring in their own laptops. The only thing they can't do from their laptops is they can't print from those. But they can bring their laptops in, and we do have a table set up for that. So we have people that come in and use that all the time.
Yeah.
So we do it.
And we appreciate, I'm sorry, go ahead, Tom.
Do you have any programs to help older people learn how to read?
We don't have that at the library. We do not have adult education at the library.
Because there are several people in DeKalb County cannot read, and it's we can't do that in the GED program because it's like so time sensitive, time.
It's a completely different program.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that would be great. We'll put that on our list.
That's a good thing to put on the list.
That's right.
We appreciate the library hosting the Leadership DeKalb class in December.
Yes,
we
they
really
did come
enjoyed
by. We
that.
appreciate y'all coming by. It was wonderful. We appreciated y'all coming by and wanted to just tour the library and find out what we're about. And
Well, they were totally amazed. They couldn't believe that all that goes on.
Well, it's an interesting thing that sometimes you use the library all the time, or when you're a kid in school, you use the school library. You think you know what the library is because you think it hasn't changed from what it was. And so it was great for our adult class to be able to come in, and several of them had never been in the public library. Either they'd come here as an adult, or they'd just never been there. And so it was such a wonderful opportunity for us. And I would highly recommend it for anyone.
Well,
it's open to the public.
Yes, it is. It's free. And we do have, lots of different services for the community. And I people think we just check books in and out. We do so much more. I mean, now, at one point when the libraries were open, that's probably what they did. Mm-hmm. But we have so many other services that people can utilize, and it's free.
Right.
Well, we appreciate all your
we
hard
love
work.
Free,
yeah,
too.
we do love free. Oh my goodness, we are so cheap.
Free is good.
Well, Jen, thank you, Kathy. Jen, normally we have someone from DeKalb Community Hospital here, but no one was available this morning, but they did send us with a message.
I know.
We've got a new general surgeon.
And new general surgeon.
I love their last name. What is it? Williams.
Williams.
Oh, it's Williams.
Easy to remember.
So the coolest last name.
Dr. Williams.
But anyway, General Surgeon Dr. Kenna Williams has joined the medical staff at DeKalb Community Hospital this month, and she's currently seeing patients at the medical specialty office.
Yes, and
I think that's on Thursdays.
This is a great fit because she's from this area. We know that that she's committed to the Upper Cumberland in this area, and we're really lucky to have her here at our hospital.
Is that Richard Williams' daughter?
I wish.
I don't think so.
I wish. Why couldn't I have had a plastic surgeon? I mean, really. Okay. I didn't think of that early enough.
Right.
I would have, plotted that in my kid's mind. But anyway, talking about something good, though. Town meetings with State Representative Mark Pody. I think he's your representative, Jen.
Yes, that's right.
We have two representatives in DeKalb County now.
And he is here in DeKalb County on a regular basis, really working hard to represent the values and the framework of what his local constituency is. It is an interesting thing that he was assigned to this area before he was reelected. So basically he was, when the census came out and they redesigned how the lines would be, he got part of DeKalb County. But he's recently been reelected, and he's now in our area on every third Friday in the mornings from 10:30 to 12 at the Board of Education building. It's just a meet and greet.
Yeah.
Every third Friday he will be there for that hour and a half time. So if you have a concern or interest, or you want to hear more from him about his views or stance on different things that are coming up, this is great.
He's a really nice guy.
Great access to state representation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So don't say I ain't got a voice. Yeah, you do. Come see.
That's right. Go bend his ear a little bit.
Yeah.
He's here.
And Jen, let's talk about our Leadership DeKalb news, and then they'll...
Oh my goodness! So in a short period of time, we had a fabulous December session. We call it Justice Day, but we had an opportunity to meet with the court system and lawyers and tour the jail, which puts a true face to our own community in a different way. Not so much of wagging a finger at bad people, but to realize that we as a community need to be aware of different elements of our community, not be afraid of them, not worry about them, but to understand it and appreciate it and be involved in that. We have such a great law enforcement team, which includes the park rangers and our park system, and TWRA. We have many folks in our community that wear that law enforcement hat. And so it's really important to understand how they cooperate and the system as a whole. Our court system we're blessed with great lawyers and very conscientious judges in our area. And I want to say a big thank you to several folks who helped to make Justice Day happen. Griffin's Fruit Market.
Oh, they sent
a huge box of fruit, which is
we
great.
feel so healthy.
We ate it all day long. DeKalb Bar Association and Tisha Puckett Pryor, Regions Bank, Kilgore's and Keith Blair were our day sponsors, and we were able to do a little goodie bag this year, a little Christmas gift for each of our members, and that was sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce and Caney Fork Electric Cooperative, DeKalb Community Bank, Caldwell Drug Store, Cash Express, Stonehouse Winery, and Rob Ramsey, who is one of our alumni.
You mean there was wine in the bag?
I know. Well, we discussed having wine in the bag.
I didn't look at the bag.
But instead, we had fudge.
Fudge!
Which I think they were more excited about than wine.
Okay, if I'd have known that, I would have stolen a bag.
Fudge is wonderful.
Their fudge is wonderful.
I had to call Rob. I want some fudge.
DeKalb County Trustee Sean Driver, DeKalb County Mayor Mike Foster, Circuit Court Clerk Catherine Pack, DeKalb County Clerk Mike Claiborne, our Sheriff Patrick Ray, the Hagen Law Firm, and several attorneys, Mike Corley, Sarah Cripps, Frank Buck, Hilton Conger, and of course Tisha Pryor. So we, and Keith Blair. So we had a fabulous support for the program itself and the class. Their favorite thing of the whole was my Christmas present to them. No homework. I know, I'm mean. I give them homework.
I know, it's really rough. Hey, and what about the Smithville Fire Department?
Yo,
we got to
Charlie
have our
Parker.
classes there.
Yes, the fire department hosted us in the morning. We got to meet with Smithville Fire Chief Randy Kaplinger and our Mayor Jimmy Poss. Oh my goodness. People just roll out the red carpet for our class, and it makes them feel so special. Gives them an opportunity to learn more and to ask questions and really feel connected to our community leaders. And we are above and beyond all the fun things and all the exposure and the opportunities that it is. It gives us an opportunity to say thank you.
Yes.
To all of those folks who don't get paid enough or maybe not at all and really contribute to a wonderful community that we call DeKalb County.
And Jen, you may not have known this, but while you were observing court,
Yes.
I was outside talking to Mayor Poss, and Charlie came by in the big fire truck, and then we hitched a ride and got in the fire truck, went riding down the road. It was the funnest day of my life.
Did you feel like you were the queen?
I couldn't figure out how to buckle myself in, and there's a button that says, so the idiot in the back seat's not buckled in correctly, so Charlie had to get out, come around. There's 3 buckles there. I could not figure it out.
Well, they want you to be
It
safe.
was awesome. Oh my word. So anyway, I was texting my kids, guess where I am? I'm on a fire truck. I'm on a fire truck. Like, oh, Mom.
I got a picture, Susan.
It was awesome. But anyway.
That's
I
great.
want to add one thing to,
Okay.
to law enforcement.
Yeah.
Back in last January, I had the opportunity to serve on the grand jury,
Yes.
and we did the same thing, did the tour of the jail. And
Yep.
I'm going to tell you something. They totally dispel, Sheriff Ray's department totally dispel the notion that the Southern sheriffs are big fat guys with tobacco juice running down their shirt.
Right. Right.
He's great.
They are absolutely square away guys. The whole department, all fit. Most of them are fit, as is the city police department. And of course, in the grand jury, they can present their case to you before we release it to the court.
Right.
And every one of them was so articulate and prepared. I mean, I was totally happy that I'm living in a community like this where the guys are really
Yeah,
professional.
that's a great.
What a
great
nice way
testimony.
to end the show.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Well, oh my goodness, Jen, this morning when I got here, I went, we're not going to go over an hour. But we have managed to do it. We have done it again.
You
But
reached your goal.
Yes.
it's wonderful, though, to have so much great stuff to talk about and having all our great
We
guests this
thank
morning.
everyone for
And
not just being here, but for what you do for our community.
Yes, what they do, and the Chamber wants to promote your event or
Right.
activity going on. So give us a call, 597-4163, or you can email us at decalbtn@dtccom.net, and we'll help you spread the word. Thank you to my co-host, Jen Sherwood. She's our Leadership DeKalb Director. I forget to say that half the time, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but that's what, and then of course Coco over here, Kathy Hendrickson from the library, who's here every month, and all our special guests this morning. And of course we're thankful to WJLE and DTC TV for sponsoring the Chamber Chat program, and we especially appreciate our listening audience and hope everyone has a blessed and prosperous 2013. What do we say, everybody? Happy New Year!